In one jungle, there lived a lion who loved humiliating weak animals. He thought nobody could ever challenge him. But one day, a tiny rabbit did something so shocking that the entire jungle froze in fear. And the final lesson of this story might change the way you see life forever. Deep inside the jungle, there lived a huge lion named Sultan. Every animal was terrified of him. Whenever he roared, birds stopped singing, monkeys hid in trees, and even elephants stayed away. But Sultan had one terrible habit. He loved making fun of smaller animals. He believed strength was everything. One morning, a small rabbit named Milo arrived in the jungle. Milo was tiny, quiet, and very calm. Unlike the others, he never looked scared. That immediately annoyed Sultan. The next day, Sultan gathered all the animals near the river. With a cruel smile, he shouted, "Today, I'll show everyone who the weakest animal in this jungle is." Then suddenly, he pushed Milo into the dirt. The animals gasped. Some looked away in fear. But then, something unexpected happened. Milo slowly stood up, cleaned the dust off his body, and smiled. Then he quietly said, "Real power is not always about size. Sometimes it comes from the mind." The jungle went silent. Sultan burst out laughing. "You beat me? That's impossible." But Milo had already started planning something dangerous. That night, while everyone was asleep, Milo secretly went to an old well deep in the jungle. For hours, he prepared something. Nobody knew what he was doing. The next morning, Milo walked straight up to Sultan and said, "There's another lion in your jungle." Sultan's eyes burned with anger. "What did you say?" Milo nodded slowly. "He says this jungle belongs to him now." Sultan roared loudly, "Take me to him right now." The other animals nervously followed behind. Soon, they reached the old well. Milo pointed down. "He's inside." Sultan looked into the water and suddenly froze. Inside the well, he saw another lion staring back at him. But it was only his reflection. Blinded by anger, Sultan couldn't realize the truth. He roared furiously. The roar echoed back from the well. Now Sultan was completely out of control. "How dare you challenge me?" And in pure rage, he jumped straight into the well. The jungle became silent. Seconds passed, then minutes, but Sultan never came back out. The animals stared at little Milo in shock. A tiny rabbit had defeated the most feared lion in the jungle. Then an old elephant slowly said, "Pride makes you blind, but wisdom is the greatest strength of all." From that day on, no animal ever mocked the weak again, because they finally understood something important. Being powerful is not about size. It's about intelligence, patience, and self-control. Never underestimate quiet people. Sometimes, the calmest person in the room is also the smartest. And remember, pride destroys, but wisdom wins. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more emotional life lesson stories.